everyone, it's RWJ. We are the Jgirls. We are here once again to talk about our couch chat, and we love talking to you about what we do and who we are as Africans, Scottish, and girls. Anyway, jokes apart. Today we are still talking about our house rules, and we want you to join us on another new exciting topic. You come along in a short while. See you. Hey, we're back. I hope the break was fun. Now, we have been on a journey discussing our house rules with you, and we were talking last week about how we've had so much fun talking to you about our house rules, and the girls have exposed themselves. For me, it's like a burden of proof for me to do what I said I'm doing. And sometimes when I don't do it, I feel like, oh my God, I said I'm going to be hugging, and I didn't hug. Anyway, so girls, quickly review. What are the house rules we've done so far?
First off was
think
before you act.
Then we did
Second, the stop.
Okay. And the third one was respect.
Yeah.
And the fourth was
honesty.
Honesty. The fifth one was
or honesty.
The fifth one was
words.
And the sixth one was
Responsibility.
And the seventh one was hugs. So you see, we've gone through a lot of house rules. I hope you're coming along. We have a lot of house rules in our house, and they're just what we are communicating with you to tell you this is who we are, and we'd love to share what we are with you. And today's house rule is very special to me personally. I think I chose this house rule. And for the girls, it's going to be a life journey. For me, it's still a journey. And girls, do you want to announce the house rule? What is it?
It's walk away.
Our house rule is walk away. Our house rule is walk away. So the question to myself and not the girls is, why walk away? Personally, I had some situations in my life, and like I said, I was not somebody that was used to saying no to people, and I kept hanging on even though situations were causing me pain. And it had a lot of practice, and I'm still practicing to let go. And so from the onset, as I'm beginning to raise my girls, I'm beginning to tell them the rules of walking away. Sometimes no is important. Sometimes I just have to leave this point is important. For the two girls, the one I found difficult to teach walking away is...
What's it? I didn't even know.
And when you're arguing, does she stop?
So I like to be quiet, and then so she's saying something weird. Well, I'm saying something weird. And she's like, be quiet, and then we're like, okay, and then she's like, breath. You're like,
and then you're like, little just stop. Little just stop. Little just stop. Stop. So the rule of walk away is something that myself and Little J, we are really working on very seriously. Are you too? So we are all on a learning curve of walking away. And for us, as we meet our friends, as we're in relationships, I hope that this little slides we're going to share with you and the girls are going to give you an insight about the importance of walking away. Walking away simply means the ability to stop, reset, and move on. It's very important that in every situation, either in relationships, either at work, either in school, we have to learn to objectively analyze the situation, stop, apply SSCK, and walk away. Just walk. And sometimes it comes with a lot of pain. Sometimes you feel cheated. Sometimes, but the important thing is walking away makes you a stronger person at the end of the day. We'll tell you why. So the first slide we are going to show you, we're going to read some slides quotes I saw on the internet, just like we do every week. But we'll see how we relate that to us as a family. So, Little J, can you read the first one?
Sometimes it feels like you're stuck in mud and hanging on to slippery rock until you realize you have the courage to let go, stand up, walk away, and find a new direction to discover something.
Very interesting. So sometimes in life we feel we are stuck in the mud, hanging on slippery rock, and that was what happened to me personally a few years ago. And my life was like a slippery rock. My life was like I was hanging on to the last breath. Everything had come to a standstill, but I had to realize I needed courage to stand up, to walk away, and find a new direction. Now, this is my new direction. What is your new direction? Are you stuck in a place? Are you stuck in a situation? Are you stuck in a point? I tell my girls when they are walking out their mats and they are stuck, what do I do?
Find a new solution. Don't get stuck in the same. Like when they ask you something, like find a solution.
No, I think the most important thing when you're stuck, I tell you, leave that question and go to the next one.
That's me.
I
usually tell me just to find another way.
Just to find, because I tell you to find another way because I know that there are other ways. But for little J, when she feels stuck, I tell her, go to the next question because I know little J has the tendency of staying on that question for the next 30 minutes.
Wait, I have something to say. Yeah. I used to not know one of the questions where there's like a word space. And I didn't know which one to choose, so you used to tell me to go to next, and then when I finished doing all these questions, I could find the answer.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. So I tell her, leave that question and go to the next one. Like sometimes when she's doing her English and there are multiple words and there are 9 options and she's stuck on number 3, I tell her, go and look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last question will be number 4. So what's the point? Learn to walk away. Find a new direction of discovering something differently. And that's for Jamie. Find a new direction of solving the problem. Why get frustrated? Why labor on? Why kill yourself? Because there are always another option to solve a problem if you can't solve it. And so it's important that we learn to walk away. Find the courage. That's the most important thing, because when we are stuck in the mud, we're also discouraged and we have no courage to move on. But we have to learn to find the courage. And I believe you guys are courageous, right? And kids at home, you are stronger than you think. Find the courage to take the next step. Big J, can you read the next slide?
Walk away from people who put you. Walk away from fights that will never be resolved. Walk away from trying to please people who never see your work. The more you walk away from things that poison your soul, the healthier you will be.
Wow, cool, man. What do you think?
It's telling you to walk away from negative situations.
Good.
Because it's not going to help you in life at all. It's just going to make life worse.
Exactly. So simple. Walk away from negative situations. What are the negative situations that were mentioned there, little J?
People who put you down, like that will never be resolved.
Slow down. What are the negative people who put you down, right? There are people that don't find good in others, right?
Yeah, they always pretend to not find good.
They pretend to, especially when they're jealous, right? Or whatever. But there are people that don't find good in you. So learn to walk away. Some fights cannot be resolved. Learn to give up. One of the things I'm learning is not to win an argument, which I enjoy doing. Nobody enjoy losing an argument.
You win an argument and you
lose the relationships. So what's the point? So try to walk away from an issue where you cannot resolve that situation readily. And people who never see your worth. There are some people that never see your worth. No matter what you are, no matter your skin color, no matter the number of certificates you are. In fact, they are so intimidated that they want to put you down. I know there are some situations that you cannot readily walk away physically, but you can walk away in your mind. You can ignore it. So we are not just talking about physical walking away. We are also talking about mental walking away, psychologically walking away, emotionally walking away from situations, because there are some people, if your boss does not see your worth at work, will you resign immediately because your boss does not see your worth?
No, you just need to prove it.
So you need to learn to walk away mentally from the way he perceives you, not from doing your work exactly. Or she. Or she. Or she. So that, okay, so he, she. From he, she.
He or she.
He, she.
Or the.
He, she, or the.
Or
okay, okay, or it. Listen, just said or it. Okay, I'm not there, so let's stop that. Okay, next one. Little J. Is that the same one we just did? Oh, that's interesting. So it's very important that we need to walk away, because you'll be a healthier person when you do that. So the next one says when
I shut my mouth and walk away, it doesn't mean you're weak one. It simply means you're not worth any more of my. Wow, that's a good one.
So, Little J, what does it mean? Especially you, when you're arguing with your sister. You don't know? Because you're the one doing it. So yeah, in the house, when you're arguing, think about that with your sister. And Big J, when I ask you to think about keeping quiet when you're arguing, do you see? They are looking down, they are confessing themselves. They are looking down, so they are confessing themselves readily, right? So when they keep arguing, I'll just be wondering, what exactly are they arguing about? When I go and find out, I don't see the basis of the argument. But I guess that's sisters. What sisters do? 5 minutes they're arguing, the next 1 minute they are laughing together. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's like Jenny though. She's like,
anyway, so, but it's very important, girls. This is why mommy put the rules. Walking away doesn't mean that the person has won, Jemima, especially when you feel cheated. Walking away doesn't mean the person has won. Walking away sometimes simply means you are not worth my time anymore. So don't feel cheated, don't feel discouraged, don't feel somebody is having an upper hand, or mom is favoring somebody else, or your teacher is favoring somebody else. Just know that sometimes you need to walk away because it's not worth your time. You just need to walk away. So when people say love is hug, that's not always love. Love is sacrifice. Love is commitment. Love is, I don't like how you act, but I will still love you anyway. But when some people come into your life, they come in to just take away from you, take your emotions, take your pride, take all they can get from you. And so that quote is saying that when you observe that some of your friends, all they want is just to get from you and never to give you, walk away. So it's important that whenever you go into a relationship, it's important that you evaluate your relationship. You know, we've talked about friends a lot on this program. So whenever you go into a relationship, it's important that you evaluate, why is this person in my life? Or why am I in the life of this person? Always evaluate. And when you do that, anyone that is always taking and never giving to you, walk away. Because I tell you, friendship is both giving and receiving. Friendship is loving the worst of you and the best of you. So anybody that always loves the best of you and doesn't like the worst of you, evaluate the relationship. All right, so Little J, can you read the next one, or it's too small? Let me read it. Walking away in love requires to say what you need to say without the promise of being heard or understood. Do you understand that? Okay, let's analyze that. Right. If you are arguing and having an argument with Big J, or with me, you're having an argument with me. And you know, like, okay, let's use the word communicating. You are communicating with me and you have said what you want to say, or you want to say something, but you don't care if I understand or not. Because if I don't understand, we keep arguing. If I understand, we might stop. But you put it at the back of your mind, whether my mommy understands me or not, I will walk away from this communication without feeling bad. You understand? So there are times that you're communicating with me and you feel you are not heard and you're upset and you're grumbling. Is that walking away? But walking away means I've resolved inside me whether mommy understands what I'm saying, whether this person understands what I'm saying or not. The love I have for this person will make me walk away from this situation without getting upset. So let's read it again. Walking away in love. You know, when we say love is commitment, love is sacrifice. So walking away in love requires me to say what you need to say what Jemima Big J needs to hear, without a promise from Jemima that she understands me or she heard me.
Wait. This is the wrong way around.
It's the wrong way. It looks like the wrong way around, right? But that means I'm doing it in love. I'm not doing it because I want Big J to understand me. I'm not doing it because I want Big J to adore me. I'm not doing it because I want Big J to receive anything from me. That is love. I'm doing it because that's the right thing for me to do. Whether Big J understands me or accepts me or hear what I have to say, but I would say what I have to say, and I will still stand and walk away in love without getting upset. Hard one, right? But we have to do it because that shows that we are mature. You see? So it shows that we are mature when we get to that point. Okay, well, we have a lot of maturing to do, right? We all have a lot of maturing to do. Okay, little J, read this. Little J, read this.
Respect yourself enough to walk away from everything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy.
Ooh. So, friends in school, Big J, Little J, respect yourself enough to walk away from friends that don't add anything to you, from friends that don't make you grow, from friends that constantly make you sad. You know, there are some friends that they always want to get the best out of you, and you're feeling sad after being with them. Respectfully away from anything, any situation that does not longer serve you, that does not, we have to be careful of the way we use the word serve, because we are supposed to be serving others, right? In love. But there are some situations that it becomes exploiting when other people kind of exploit you to the extent that it's like it becomes a parasitic situation. You know, when we talk about parasite, one-sided. So now you have to have a very good yardstick.
Parasite was like
parasitic. Okay, so we have to learn to walk away when it becomes a one-sided situation, but always be ready to serve others, always be ready to grow with others, always be ready to make others happy and be happy with yourself. Okay, all right, the next one, Big J.
Knowing when to walk away is wisdom.
Ooh,
I'll show it. Sweet.
That's you, right? Knowing when to stop is
wisdom.
So I'll remind you from today. I'll remind both of you. Knowing when to stop is wisdom. So if I hear you in the house and both of you are having, I'll just ask you, when are the both of you going to stop?
I'm gonna say that.
When are the both of, because knowing when both of you have to stop shows that there's a bit of wisdom playing. And guys, are you wise?
Yes. As a matter of fact, we are.
So let's see it in your walking away and in applying the house rules we've been discussing, right? If you ever get the chance to treat them the way they treated you, I hope you choose to walk away and do better. Do you understand this? What does it mean? It means that if people have hurt you, if people have done something terrible to you,
you don't hurt them back, you walk away.
Thank you. So not just you don't hurt them back, because sometimes we don't have the chance to do back or treat people the way they treated us. But if you ever have the opportunity to treat people back the way they did to you badly, I hope you make the choice to walk away, because it's not always worth it. Oh, she did that to me, I'll do my own back. What? And we keep evolving in a situation of tit for tat.
I remember one story like, I'll never forgive that person ever.
Exactly. So because you made that, I'll never forgive that person, you will look for another way to hurt them. Today we are just encouraging everybody listening to us.
And then the person just forgave the other person.
Yeah, today we are just encouraging everybody listening to us. If you have the chance to hurt somebody back that have hurt you, I hope you choose a better one. I hope you make a better choice just to walk away. Big J, can you read the next one? Little J.
I walked away because you were too busy finding faults in me while I was too busy overlooking you. I kind of get that thing. I think I get that thing because the person was tired. If you were tired of people overlooking yours and then you start overlooking them, you walk away because they're think to walk away because they're not being
fair. Good. Very good. Short and sweet. So sometimes we need to walk away from situations, from people, from the actions of people because they just keep finding fault. You know, there are some people that can never find anything good in you. They are always finding fault. You can't get any pleasant words.
They always find the good and they look for the fault.
Yes, they can't find any pleasant fault in you. And
pleasant,
yeah, you have fault. There's nobody that is perfect, but you can make somebody feel very overlooked. There, that's pleasant fault. So you are overlooking somebody else's. Okay, let's assume Big J lied to me today. I overlook it, and then the next day, Little J lied to Big J, and Big J scream, and I'm watching them. And then the next day, Big J does something again. I overlook it, and then Little J does something to Big J, and Big J. What's happening? I am overlooking hers, but she's not taking time to overlook somebody else's fault. What do you call that?
I don't know what to call it, but I know it's not good.
Yeah, exactly. So you see what it means. So you have to learn to walk away from situations. Can we stop playing with our fingers? It is annoying me now. We have to learn to walk away from situations where people are busy finding fault in us. People are busy gossiping about us. Guys, you will grow up and you will realize sometimes the world is mean when it comes to gossiping and talking about people and making other people feel miserable. But you have to learn to walk away for your own peace sake. Understand? Yeah. Okay, so I think we are rounding up here, which is a very interesting conversation. Yeah. So this picture says an old me and new me. What does that mean?
New me.
So in other words, that sometimes you have to walk away from the old me and become a new person.
It's like a 3-forked road, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
Then you find the 3-forked road.
Yeah. So sometimes you ask yourself, should I keep in this old me and continue in this situation, or I continue in a new me? I know that there was a time in my life that in one of my relationships, I used to talk a lot and talk. And it got to a point I had a discussion with a friend of mine and said, okay, let's try something. You just keep quiet and don't talk. I was like a prison. I was just so difficult. But you know what? I tried it the first time. I tried it the second time. I tried it the third time. And oh my goodness, I felt good not talking. I felt good. But you know the funniest thing, it was strange for the other person because I wasn't talking. And that is exactly the new me. So I want you to look at yourself. If there's something that you need to walk away from today, me, it was my talking. And I had to walk away from it. I'm not perfect. When I talk to these girls, I still talk. They're laughing.
Middle me, so like you're old and new at the same time.
So I'm saying, okay, listen, just say I should say the middle me. But the truth is, it's important that we walk away from unpleasant situations of our own characters, of our own behaviors, unpleasant situations with people, unpleasant situations of relationships, unpleasant situations of anything, and find a new direction. We all need the courage to do that. All right, so the last one says,
always be willing to walk away.
Always be willing. Little J, always be willing to lose an argument. Always be willing. Okay? Always be willing to lose an argument. All right? Did you hear? Are we going to repeat this again?
No.
If you're arguing again and you are talking, I'll remind you, walk away. Always be willing. And Mommy J, always be willing to lose an argument.
Mommy J.
Mommy J. And so the last slide says, can you walk away today? Can you?
Today.
Can you walk away today? I don't know. We are all walking on this journey, and I hope that we've made sense with our house rule walk away. It's a very, 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 very emotional, sensitive one to do, but we all have to grow into that place, especially knowing that we're on a journey. And that journey, we need to learn to walk away. Sometimes we feel cheated, sometimes we feel bad, sometimes it's an unpleasant situation, sometimes it's so much better to walk away and you feel happier. If we always have that opportunity, let us walk away. It's very important. And so we want to say thank you for joining us today. It's been a pleasure every time talking about a house rule walk away. And next week we'll come again with another house rule. Until then, we'll say bye.